name's Owen. I'm from Shawnee, Kansas, and I'm committed to Creighton University. So basically, I started playing soccer when I was 3. I don't know, it just really clicked for me. I really enjoyed just having a ball at my feet, running fast. I got involved in other sports too in my youth. I just had the strongest connection to soccer, and that's just what my passion was. And so I kind of joined rec team starting when I was around 6. That's when I started working on my own skills, my own touches, my technique. I just remember scoring goals, and that was something that made me feel good. That was kind of my drive to keep going. So I keep going all the way up to about U12 is when I started playing for a competitive club. I joined locally the Sporting Blue Valley team in Overland Park, Kansas, and we trained there basically 4 to 5 times a week. That's when I started to really think about my game and what I can do to improve. Kind of just my mentality of the game changed. I didn't like my first club, so the first year of playing competitive, I switched over to the Legends. That was where I really kind of took off and started gaining more physical strength, more athleticism. We did 1v1s for practice, just 1v1s in just a big area with everyone on the same field. That's where I kind of got my attack-minded drive to be an attacker, to be a winger. So from there, my coach kind of left from Legends because I'm not really sure why, but it was some personal reason or something like that. And then our team split up because our coach left. We were really good. We were state champs, junior state champs. And I met a lot of my friends that I still keep in contact with today. From there, I went to my club I was at before I came to Shattuck, which was European Soccer Institute, which is coached by a former professional player, Stefan Avre. He played in the MLS. He finished his career for Sporting Kansas City. That's where he kind of calmed down, and he decided to make an academy, or I guess a club, to help support any soccer players looking for good competition and also continuing to develop. His whole philosophy was player development, and he was brought up in the French Football Federation. So he really put emphasis on rondos, quick passing, things like that. So that's where I excelled in my kind of understanding of the game, and also my technique, because he demanded a lot from us. He had some good players that went on from his club, went to some really good colleges, and also some really good professional programs. I was there for about 4 years. We played a lot of futsal because he's really all about the quick decision making. We won futsal nationals, the futsal national championship in Kansas City. That was a really big milestone. I remember just putting it all out there for my teammates. I also, while I was at ESI, got a call up to the regional team for ODB, where I was able to compete in the national camp at IMG. That's where I was really kind of introduced to the next level play. I know I really wanted to continue to go to the next level. I was able to play up with the O2s, and we won state cup. We went to regionals. All those experiences kind of brought me in to the next year, which was COVID year. So once it hit, our season was over. We didn't have any events. We had a tournament to France that was canceled in 2020 that we were all planning to go to. From that season, I realized my team may have not been the best option to continue on, because I didn't think the level was going to be high enough for me to keep improving. Basically, all those experiences led me to Shattuck. The pandemic really played a part in my role in coming to Shattuck. So I came to Shattuck in the fall of 2020, basically in the middle of the pandemic. At that time, I was looking for academy options because I kind of was introduced to the next level through ODP regional team and through trips to France and Guadeloupe. So I was emailing academies close to me. Sporting KC didn't work out for me, so I was looking to stay in the Midwest so I would be close to home. I looked at all the professional academies and also elite academies too. I was able to get a trial with St. Louis FC and also Colorado Rapids. I also was able to basically just get an offer from Shattuck just because of the times were so crazy. They didn't really need me to give them a tryout or need me to go and do a tryout for them. So they kind of took chances on some people coming in based on highlight reels, stuff like that, just like kind of how colleges recruit you. I came to Shattuck first in August, I think, on my visit, and there I met Coach Mullen, and he showed me around campus. I thought it'd be really good for me because I saw the level at which players were playing at in training over summer, and I thought this is where I want to be because of this training and because of my goals to become a better soccer player. I just threw myself into the mix of it. I went into it in the fall of 2020. I was learning throughout my whole kind of first semester there. I was getting used to the level of play, being away from home, playing with a whole bunch of good athletes. I was putting myself in a position for success later on. I know I wouldn't necessarily like it. It wouldn't necessarily be easy at first. It was kind of tough to make friends or reach out to people. I found joy in my team, and basically those were the guys I was basically going to be around for the rest of the year. It was very difficult, but I'm looking back on it, I'm glad I went through it because of I don't think I would be committed to Creighton or getting looks from any top school if I was to never come here. I think just being able to play with high-level athletes, high-level soccer players was really good for my development. It really pushed me at times. That's what basically allowed me to reach the next level of play. So I chose Creighton for a variety of reasons. So coming into my senior year, I started to email colleges and I was putting myself out there. I wasn't really a big prospect, coming out of junior year, coming out of playoffs, So I emailed them. I continued to develop here. I had some talk with a variety of schools, and I was able to talk to Drake, Tulsa, Creighton, and Denver. I was able to, during that summer in between junior and senior year, go to a couple camps which really helped me to meet the coaches, meet the coaching staff of those different programs. I think that was very helpful. So if you go to any camp, that's basically just a good way to meet the coaching staff. They somewhat recruit there, but they mostly want you to be interactive with them there. I went to Drake's camp, I went to Creighton's camp, and I also went to SLU as well. Yeah, I just visited multiple campuses. Creighton it was very nice. I mean, obviously you can't really get the full gist of it just from a visit, just from going to their stadium and whatnot. I like the coaching staff. They had very nice facilities, and it was also where my dad played. He actually played at Creighton, and that also influenced my decision to go there. Yeah, I was basically recruited fully after the camp. The coach came up to me and he said he really liked what he saw out on the field, and he wanted to schedule an official visit. So I was able to go on an official visit actually right before school started, and I went to Creighton for their first exhibition game. And it was really fun. I met some of the guys. They introduced themselves. They were very nice. I really liked the vibe of the team. Creighton was, I think, a good fit for me, especially coming into their kind of community system and also from a soccer's perspective. So a piece of advice to play at the Division I level would be to you have to stay consistent with your training. I know it really helps if you're in an academy. You're playing against some of the best guys around, especially in the US. If you're playing here, you have to have a strong work ethic. They really look for that. Your technique, your passing. Basically, they also want to see if they're a good fit for you too, not just you a good fit for them. But I'd say being consistent with your training is very important, even on days. I've had days, or a lot of days, that I don't want to train, but I go out there and just give it my all because I know something bigger is waiting for me out there, and that is my drive and my motivation. All right, thank you guys for listening to my story. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it, and peace out, Fito Bros.